Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Kim Lenga. It's 6:30 on Wednesday morning. I'm awake, getting ready to go teach my class, and I thought I would take the time to record this video. Um, Shannon has been asking me to record this because she knows what I'm going to share with you is something that has been very important to me, something that has resonated with me very much, and I've been talking about it as I have been teaching the AdvoCare Way. See, a few weeks ago, Shannon shared with me a video. It was put on by the Vice President of the United Training Association. He's a person that trains personal trainers, and some of the concepts that he said in that video just made sense. I loved everything that he had to say, and some of the concepts or key points that he brought up in the video were also things that were mentioned at Success School. And because of this, it just really resonated with me even more. And the video is 45 minutes long. I have shared it with some people. Some people have taken the time to watch it. Others, they haven't had the time yet. They said it's 45 minutes long. They need to carve out the time. They haven't watched it yet. Apparently, I have too much time on my hands because not only did I watch it once, but I watched it twice. And the second time through, I took notes because there are some key points that I think would be helpful as we're sharing the AdvoCare Way, why dieting alone just doesn't work. So I have some notes, and I'm going to refer to them. First of all, in the video, he was talking about why diets don't work, and there are really 4 key factors that you need to consider when we're dieting. And first is age management. Second is creating an efficient body. Third is preserving the body functions. And the fourth is you have 5 metabolic signals that you need to look for and get working again. And what's significant about the key factors here is they talk about age management and creating an efficient body. And that is exactly what was brought up at Success School last week. They were talking about how we need to create a body that doesn't feel itself age. And he actually, the doctor got up on stage, I apologize because I don't remember which one, and he said, I want everybody just to sit there for 10 seconds. I don't want you to say anything, just sit in silence. So we did. And he said, now what did you feel? I felt nothing. I did nothing. I sat here in silence. I didn't move. And he said, that's what your body is supposed to feel as we age. And that's not what happens. When we age, our body doesn't function the way it used to. It feels more aches and pains. We usually do less and less. And we are not creating an efficient body. So when in the video, when he starts talking about dieting and health and fitness and the aging process, he says you have to have health before fitness can even be achieved. And boy, does that make sense. I mean, let's face it, how many times do you want to lose weight? Say, I want to lose 20 pounds. I'm going to hit the gym hard. I'm going to hit it hard every week. I'm going to go there. I'm going to work out like a dog. And you know what? You can't out-exercise a good diet. You can't out-exercise a healthy, efficient body. And he said you have to have health before fitness can even be achieved. And then he broke it down into some key concepts here. And the very first thing, he says your body needs oxygen. It's the first thing it needs. If you can't breathe, you're kind of screwed. And vitamin B carries oxygen. And as soon as he said that, a red light went off. And I'm like, ding, ding, ding. Immediately I thought of Spark. We need oxygen. We need to breathe. We have O2 Gold. Second thing your body needs, water. And that's something that we preach in AdvoCare, is you need to drink half your body weight in water, plus 20% if you're active. This is something that we tell people over and over and over again. The third thing says you need micronutrients. No matter how good or well we eat today, our food just really doesn't have the vitamins, the minerals, the enzymes that it needs. Even if it's non-processed, It's still not the food that we had in years past. He said you need enzymes, you need vitamins, you need minerals. And again, the red light went off, ding, ding, ding. First thing I thought of was metabolic nutrition system. And again, that's just the core things that we need to talk about in AdvoCare. The last thing is macronutrients, and that's where you come in, and you have to feed your body. So you need a protein, you need carbs, and you need healthy fats. And he made this really simple. He said, don't worry about getting a scale and getting a cup and doing everything. He said, you need a protein, and you consider your hand, and that's your protein. So if you're going to have one protein, and maybe it is a chicken breast, it's going to be the size of your hand. Maybe you're going to have a lean filet. It might be the size of your hand in a fist form. One protein. If you're going to have carbohydrates, two hands right here. Maybe this is a potato, sweet potato. Maybe this is broccoli. Keep it the size of your hands. Real simple. And the last thing is, when you're taking into consideration healthy fats, anything that sits out at room temperature, if it gets hard, avoid it. So he made that real simple. So these are the key things that we need first before we can achieve the fitness part of hitting the gym and having successful results. So to create an efficient body now, so we talked about the concepts of maybe trying to get healthy in our diet. We need to create an efficient body, and we need to take into consideration our absorption rate. How quick do we absorb the food that we actually eat? The other thing we need to consider is a 3-hour rule. We need to eat every 3 hours. We need to fuel the body. We need to give it the greatest chance to absorb all the nutrients that we're giving it. And again, red light, 24-day challenge. We preach that all the time. Actually, not even just the 24-day challenge, just in dieting and weight loss in general with AdvoCare. We teach everybody to eat 5 to 6 meals a day. Continually fuel that body. He also talked about increasing muscle mass. You do want to go and work out. You do want to create some muscle, because let's face it, muscle burns more calories than fat. So as I'm sitting here this morning, I can burn more fat if I have muscle mass on me. So create some muscle. Talks about activity. You need to move. Get up, walk. It doesn't have to be any great marathon. Just stay active. Just move. And the last thing he talks about are hormones. So that's some of the key things, the 5 things that you need, metabolic signals, to create an efficient body. So when we start talking about absorption rate, he mentioned that we need to have our body absorb food like it does as an 18-year-old. An 18-year-old can absorb 90% of its food. Let's face it, I'm going on 50 this year. I can't break down and process my food near as much as my 18-year-old son, who eats everything in my home. His body is working so efficiently. He does have muscle mass. He is very active. He does fuel his body, and he goes through a lot of food. And my body doesn't work that way. At the age of 39, we only absorb about 22% of our food. So my son, who might have a 2,000 calorie diet, he absorbs 90% of that, 1,800 calories that gets absorbed back into his system. Some of it might be stored, the rest of it will be broken down, will be spread out throughout his body, out of his body. It's all broken down. 39-year-old, 22% of that is actually broken down. So if we're rounding up, maybe 400 calories is actually broken down and consumed. So the body looks at it and says, she's only giving me 400 calories today. What do I need to do? And it starts storing some food away. It's not working to efficiently process and get rid of the food or disperse it through the body. It's looking at, okay, we need to store some of this because we may need this for fuel later. So your body thinks it's not getting enough nutrients, and it stores the fat because it might need the energy. So when that happens, people say, oh no, I'm getting fat. I don't like the fat, so I need to diet. I need to lose weight. And that's the problem. Nobody really wants to lose weight. They really want to lose the fat. What typically happens is, one, they hit the gym hard, and they may lose some inches. I wouldn't even say inches, but they may lose some water weight. But when they haven't changed the body, and they haven't changed the metabolism, and they haven't changed the diet, they're just going to go in a vicious circle. So what they end up doing is, when they hit the gym, they start reducing their calories. So your body, already on a 2,000 calorie diet, only thinks it's getting 400 calories. Well, what do you think happens when you reduce it down to 1,500 calories? You didn't change your metabolism. You're not processing any more food. You're still only processing 22%, so maybe 300 or so calories. The body is now thinking it is taking in. And guess what? It does the same thing. It stores it as fat for energy for later. When we talk about hormones, when you eat poor or inefficient, you will drop your hormone levels. And there is something that is created, it's called ghrelin. I've never heard of this, so this video, I said, was very enlightening to me. These are your hunger hormones, and it says you don't have enough food. So when you are dieting and restricting your calories, and you haven't done anything to your metabolism, your body's really hungry, and it says, uh-oh, I don't have any food, so it starts producing these ghrelins. And your body starts producing more cortisol and insulin and stores fat. So we want to eat every 3 hours. When you're not eating every 3 hours and you're not eating properly, it causes your body to create the insulin and the cortisol. So feed your body. Create the hormone leptin that says, oh, I'm full. The other interesting fact is, when he was talking about the hormone ghrelin, he said this is something that sumo wrestlers use. This is a technique that they use to gain weight. So when everybody says, oh, it is 7 o'clock at night, I can't eat anymore, I have to stop eating, we're not supposed to eat past 7, they go to bed, maybe hungry, they wake up the next morning, they're running late for work, they run out the door, they didn't eat breakfast, they skipped their meal. You know, your body starts storing this fat. So it's creating the cortisol, it's creating the insulin, it's storing the fat because it doesn't know what you're doing, it thinks it's starving. And this is something that sumo wrestlers use. They will skip meals, they won't eat to create these ghrelins to add more fat to their body. So I thought all of this was really, really interesting, and I wanted to share that with you because I think it's really important when we share the AdvoCare way and why AdvoCare works. It's not because it's a magic pill, it's something that works overnight. Something else that was mentioned at Success School is 90 is the norm. And that's what we need to teach everybody, is it's not just 24 days and done. It's 90 days and beyond. This is a lifestyle change. We are not just going for losing weight for that one time. We are looking to create a healthy, efficient body that will absorb our food, break down our food, process our food, work for our body to give us the most efficient body that we have. So I hope this was helpful to you. It's 15 minutes long instead of 45 minutes long, but I really found a lot of these key factors helpful, and I'm hoping that you will as well when you share the AdvoCare way, and why M&S, and why water, and why Spark for the vitamin B, why exercise. Remember, we're creating an efficient body. So anyway, I hope you have a great day. Thanks so much.